Alright, all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Allow me to make this very video. Yahweh being the true name of the Most High, Bahashem meaning the name of, and Yahweh Shai being the true name of his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Alright, which indeed is a dark-skinned man with white and woolly hair coming back to violently remove Esau, Edom, so-called white man out of power. Alright, and this video, I want to, jump into how this is that sword being sharpened. Okay, now I found this video on Instagram. All right, and basically I just screen recorded the joint, but nonetheless, this is that sword being sharpened. I'm gonna play a video. It's like an 8-second video, but basically Esau Edom and his advanced technology, whether it's weapons like literal guns, bombs, right, guided missile technology, missiles in general, RPGs, whatever the fuck you want to call it, man. Fighter bots, like this, right? Fighter bot. And then what's funny too, because I've been seeing videos. This is not new, okay? This is not new. This has been circulating the these social media streets for actually years. Fighter robot dogs and army fucking robots and things of that nature. All right, which again, this is a part of the sword, man. The sword of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is being sharpened, getting ready to make a furbished slaughter. All right, let's play this video. So a little fucking robot threw a kick, but nonetheless, and there's a lot of other videos too. But I just want to hit a quick point video. This is that sword being sharpened. Now let me go to the point. All right, Ezekiel 21, because judgment is coming to this land. It starts with the house of the Most High. Ezekiel 21. All right. Let me get to the point, verse 8. Now you can start from the top. I want to get to the point. Again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy, and say, Thus saith Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. It is sharpened to do what? To make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? Right, should we be all happy and celebratory and joyous? It contemneth the rod of my son, as every tree. And he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished, to give it into the hand of the slayer. Okay? Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. See that? It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon your thigh. You see that? So this sword is being sharpened, man. The sword of Yahweh Al-Shai was the sword, right? In a wider sense, it represents judgment, but it can fall into many different things, man. Right? Because we know, all the different, aspects of Jacob's trouble, right? Which, some Christians, I guess, would say the Great Tribulation. Talking about it's the same thing. Jacob's trouble, Great Tribulation, right? There's going to be a lot of things going on in this land, right? Famines, right? The typical, man. You read 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, the first, I'll say probably like 19, maybe like 28 verses, 27 verses. Famines, diseases breaking out, blood touching blood, man. Murders, house invasions, man. I'm saying? Droughts, lights out, power grids shutting down, People are going to want answers. They're not going to have any answers. You're going to see a lot of cannibalism going on. The love of many waxing cold, as Yahweh Shai talked about. Natural affection ceasing in the land, man. It's not going to matter, if you're related to no goddamn body. Right? And then to think it's going to be so bad, nigga, the regular, average civilian, that's going to be the least of your problems. Right? And that least of your problem is a big goddamn problem, man. Because people, the law is going to go out. There will be no more law and order. So people are going to be able to do whatever the fuck they want, man. You see that? So, and the regular average civilian, which is going to turn into an animal, that's going to be the least of your concerns, man. You're going to have to worry about this too. Right? You're going to have martial law coming down. Esau Edom coming down. Probably have robot dogs hunting your ass down, man. These are robots too, man. You can't hurt a robot. Right? You can't fight a robot. Right? Probably have an ignorant monkey ass nigga. We just throw some water on there. Okay, man. What water you going to throw? There's going to be droughts in the land, man. Right? That's Jeremiah 50 and verse 38. A drought is upon her waters. You know, I mean, I'm just saying, man. What are you gonna throw on it, man? Why you think people are gonna be breaking into other people's houses in the times to come? Because of lack of bread, man. You know, that goes into water too. You see? Psalm 17 and verse 13. Now we know that that sword is being sharpened, man. The sword that Yahweh Shemel Shah get ready to send in the land, right? Is being sharpened, man. So imagine a dark-skinned man, white woolly hair, sharpening. You know how like you get a rock and you sharpen the sword, right? It might your sword or even a knife, right? It might be dense or it might be dim. You get a rock and you're just sharpening it, right? So you know that's what the Most High is talking about. This is Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down. David's talking about the wicked, which, you know, basically today he's talking about the elites, right? The wicked are the Edomites, all right? And, you know, the elites, which they're the 48 people, all right? The JEW people, all right? They're the elites of today. They own every goddamn thing. That's in Numbers 24. They are the first of the nations, right? Do they not control the media? They not own every goddamn thing, all right? It is them indeed. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. See that? So the wicked, these fucking Edomites, are the sword of the Most High. So really it's just a metaphor for how the Most High uses the wicked to execute his will, his vengeance, his judgment, man. So I'll just give you an example. You know, if you driving, and because remember, man's going to the Lord, right? If you driving and two crooked ass cops, hey, you end up crossing paths with them, and they stop and search you and frisk you and take your ass out. Take your ass out for no reason. That was the judgment of Yahweh Shem Shai being carried out on you through them, right? And that should make sense to you. That is the judgment of the Most High being carried out on you through them. So the wicked are the sword of the Most High, right? They are his sword, man. They are what he's going to use to bring judgment. So a lot of these Edomites, man, and I'm not even talking about your regular races, because you have race wars too. But I'm not talking about, you know, like your average fucking Joe walking around. I'm talking about, you know, the authorities that be that, you know, gonna have the power to let these fucking killer robots, robot dogs, targets, guns, whatever you want to call it, man. All right? Goddamn turrets. They're gonna let these shits out on you niggas, man. You fucking rebellious Israelites. Right? But they are the sword of the Most High. So when Esau, Edom come down hard, man, kicking down door to door, gunning you Negroes the fuck down. I mean, absolutely butchering our people, man. Remember, it said the sword is being sharpened to make a sore slaughter. So these Edomites are going to, it shall be upon my people. Now, essentially, judgment is coming on everybody in this goddamn place. America, and really all over the world, man. Right? All over the world. But, you know, America, Babylon the Great, as I always love to say, is, you know, Yahweh Shemel Shah is tunnel vision, man. So, again, you know, it shall be upon my people, man. These Edomites are going to butcher our people, man. Worse than they ever had before. Worse than the transatlantic slave trade, man. Worse than any other, you know, transatlantic slave trade event that happened, man. Worse than they've done in the past. Right? With the fucking Greeks and the ancient Romans. Right? Because we are the biblical nation known as the Hebrew Israelites. We are the Israelites, man. You Negroes and Hispanics. All the turmoil and the tyranny that we face and the persecution, it is nothing compared to what Esau is about to do to our people, man. Even the elect. You see? But to a certain extent, the Most High, right, he's going to step in and deliver his elect, man. He's going to give them the powers to fucking thrash this goddamn place, man. He's going to be tossing cars, right? Probably blow fire out your mouth, you know? Probably be invulnerable. Super strength, however it may play out, you know? But again, the Most High is the God of balance. So you're still going to have certain members of the elect of the nation Israel, right? The chosen for salvation, elected for salvation, that are going to be put to death, you know, trampled upon, man, either for not getting that, you know, that grain of rice, or, you know, however it may play out, man. So the sword of the Most High is being sharpened to make a sore slaughter, and that sword is the wicked, man. This is that sword being sharpened, man. These killer robots, don't let, this is just one little 8-second video, man. All right, don't forget about that movie, what is it? I actually really used to love this movie when I was a kid. Still do. I, Robot with Will Smith, right? Pretty sure I know you for a fact you watched it. Okay. I, Robot. I like this movie. Basically, the robots, at first, like in the beginning of the movie, Will Smith, he never trusted the robots. He never liked them, you know. And in the beginning of the movie, basically, you know, I forgot what year the movie started. In the year was like 2070 some shit, man. All right, and Esau Edom puts this shit in his movies for a reason, man. All right, now I forgot, but I'm pretty sure. Uh, Damn, man, I forgot what this shit was called, man. Basically, before they do dirt, they will show you. All right, they will show you the dirt that they're about to do, so that way, you know, they're not held responsible. You know, if you were ignorant, man. All right, forgot what that shit was called though. I don't think it's maritime law. I don't think it's that. I think that's something else. But I forgot. I'm not fresh on that. But yeah, so Esau, you know, he does tell the people, but he tells you secretively. You know, and that's Psalm 64. He makes his own tongue. The wicked, which are the Edomites, make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. He tells on himself, man. But again, he does it secretively, man, by putting in a movie. And the goddamn people are so stupid, man. They don't pick up on these things. See that? But nonetheless, in this movie, which starts off in like 2070, some shit like that. Right, so this is a very futuristic movie, right? This was all the way back in 2004, right? Basically, you have the robots now. They appear in the beginning of the movie like, you know, robots are for society. They help, you know, a woman cross the street, things of that nature. But toward the end of the movie, they start bringing in these new robots, which are these, and they basically just start turning on humanity, man. All the lights turn red. They start turning on humanity, man, and killing niggas. You know. So again, I mean, that's just one little 8-second video, man. Let's go to Jeremiah. All right. So this is that sword being sharpened, man. Probably gonna have Esau Edom goddamn hunting the elect, man. Probably, you know, escape a FEMA camp or some shit. Goddamn, man, they're gonna have these killer robot dogs after you. You know? Chase you, man. They're gonna be hunting the elect. Right? I think it's Jeremiah. Yep, Jeremiah chapter 47 and verse 6. O thou sword of Yahweh, how long will it be ere thou be quiet? How long are you going to be quiet for? Put up thyself into thy scabbard, rest and be still. See that? Let's go to verse 7. How can it be quiet? Here's the point. Seeing Yahweh hath given it a charge. All right. Now, I'll finish it against Ashkelon and against the seashore that he appointed it. Now, the context here, the Most High is pronouncing judgment on the Philistines. That's what Jeremiah 47 is about. He's pronouncing judgment on the Philistines. All right. Which basically, you know, this was fulfilled with Nebuchadnezzar, which was that Nebuchadnezzar was the sword here. All right. Nebuchadnezzar came and stomped them out, man. Burnt their cities up. And you go back to the history. But my point being made is that, again, that sword of the Most High, again, stands today, which is the wicked, the Edomites. So how can the sword of the Lord be quiet, man? Seeing the Lord have given it a charge. That's why I'm highlighting that part. The Most High has given Esau, Edom a charge, man, to kill, destroy, rip, shred, pillage, brutalize his people, man. At least the 2/3 of his people, even, you know, certain members of the elect. But they're going to get caught up in that. It's written therein, man. You see that? You know? So again, how can the sword of the Lord be quiet, man? How can it be quiet if the Lord gave it a charge? So again, man, a lot of our people are getting ready to get butchered out here in these streets, man. Isaiah 65, right? Verse 11. All right? But you are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. The Most High is cussing out rebellious Israelites, man. Unrepentant Israelites. Verse 12, therefore will I number you to the sword. That same sword that's being sharpened right now, man. And mind you, all you gotta do is your deeper research, man. Esau Edom, man. These fighter robots, and I seen another video with these robots. Them shits, man. I seen a video, basically, them shits shooting guns, man. You know, shooting guns. There's other fighting videos of these robots, right? Robot dogs, right? And Esau, his technology, it expands beyond just a fucking robot, man. These niggas have EMP grenades, man. EMP weapons, man. And I'm talking about guns, artillery. Okay, these people are. Hey, Esau, Edom is wiser than Daniel, as it is written, right? So Esau, Edom is in this modern day technology that he has been blessed with by the Most High on the left hand side. Okay, it's a left hand side blessing. This was all for the Most High. What? Pronouncing judgment on His people, man. You see that? So again, this is that sword being sharpened. Therefore, will I number you to the sword, man, and you shall all bow down to the slaughter. See that, Ezekiel 21, right? It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. That's what these Edomites are going to do, man. Which is the sword of the Lord, meaning He's going to use them. Right? So the Most High is going to have fucking animal-like spirits on these individuals, man. You see that? Yeah, that reminds me of the Apocrypha, right? In the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus 39, there are spirits that are created for vengeance. See that? And those spirits, the Most High going to put those vengeful spirits on these fucking Edomites, man. The authorities that be, whoever the goddamn may be, whether it's, SWAT or, whoever it may be, man. They're going to have animal, vengeful-like spirits on them. And the Lord going to put spirits on them to absolutely have no mercy on our people, man. And really, again, this is all, this is going to take place on all the American people that's not willing to bow down to the system. But again, remember, judgment always starts with the apple of the Most High's eye, His children, the Israelites. And it really starts with the believers, man. That's 1 Peter 4. Because when I called, you did not answer. And the Most High is calling right now through the service of the prophets. You did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Right? You chose to, keep doing the things the Most High delighted not in, man. Which is your own goddamn way. Which is wicked. Because we're all wicked. Right? But then again, through the true baptism, which is, putting away a filthy conscience, right, and turning to the Most High with a pure conscience, basically, right? And by pure, I don't mean, you got pure thoughts, because, again, we all goddamn wicked. Our minds are wired wicked. But what I mean is basically, you get temptations. But what I mean, basically, is, you have, like, pure intention. You truly, sincerely want to turn away from your own way and turn to Yahweh Shemi Shai. Right? And take heed to this word, which is what cleanses you. Right? There's a lot of precepts on that. But there we have it, man. So, our people are going to get fucking brutalized, man. Right? And then don't forget about these regular average Joe Edomites talking shit on the clock app. How they can't wait for race wars to happen or to break out. Goddamn showing off their shotguns and their gun skills. Right? 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 70. For there shall be in every place, and in the next cities, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be, who's they? The Edomites shall be like madmen, sparing none. The red man, Esau, Edom, is gonna be like a madman, sparing none. He's not gonna spare it, man. The Most High gonna have fucking murderous demons on this man, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. And just like we read in Isaiah 65, not just those that fear the Lord, also the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. Especially the 2/3, man. They're going to, and these people have no idea, like, how bad we talking, man. Probably get a goddamn broomstick shoved up your ass. All right. So it's gonna be terrible, man. A terrible time, man. A terrible, lawless, brutal, fucking time, man. Okay. Revelation the 12th chapter. Right? Revelation the 12th chapter. And the 10th, no, not the 10th verse, the 12th verse. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants. Woe meaning misery, destruction, right? Woe, it's not a good thing. To the inhabitants of the earth. You see, so judgment's coming on the whole planet, man. But again, America, Babylon the Great, it really starts here, man. This is the tunnel vision of the Most High. The Most High's main target of judgment is Babylon, man. America. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Right? Even the fucking fishes are tired of Esau here, man. For the devil, right? Now, it's not talking about a spiritual demon saying, right? The word devil, it's a title that was put on Esau, Edom, man. He bears that title among men. So it's talking about the Edomites, which the Edomites are, today so-called white people, man. Right? And my white people, because, yeah, and it's so sad. I gotta fucking explain this. White people, not talking about niggas with white skin, man. Right? Talking about Caucasian people, European people. Okay? White people. Niggas act stupid all the time. You got Negroes with white skin. Or they white. Just shut up, man. For the devil, Esau, Edom, which we just read about his ass, second Ezra 16. Right? These fucking Edomites, man. And be like a madman sparing none. It's come down unto you having great wrath. Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time, right? He knows his rulership is running short. It's running thin, man. America is hitting the brink of its final years. So this is what's coming, okay? This is what's coming, man. So, this is just, I'll play it one more time for you. This is nothing, man. But this is definitely that sword being sharpened, man. Okay? So, that, all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. Lord will be edified, right? You 12 tribes out there, you must repent. Because only in repenting, right, in returning, shall you be saved, right? That's Isaiah 30, man. Only in returning to your God shall you be saved, man. Shalom.